全部の動物は平等だ。All animals are equal. Except birds. 鳥たち以外だね。お、傘。取ってっつって。いや、バイバイって。あー、ダメだー。Would you rather learn about the difference between wa and ga? Or would you rather speedrun a weird Orwellian dystopia while babbling in broken Japanese? Hello everyone, this is Gyagabe. I recently played through White Shadows with a Japanese commentary. Let's take a look. カラス、頭してる少女がいる。少女なのか。ドレスを着てるんだけど。男たちもドレス着れるからね。White Shadows is a game that stars a young raven who lives in a totalitarian monochrome dystopia. The game is essentially a playable amalgamation of Animal Farm and 1984. The young raven has to find out why the world has cast her and her raven friends down. A black and white backdrop and a stark setting that depicts a harsh reality of racial persecution combine to immerse the player in the world of White Shadows. But there is no dialogue to carry the message in words, which brings us to our first point. Can a game with no dialogue be good language practice? There aren't any chances to listen to Japanese in this game, and that makes it the wrong choice for people who may want to focus on listening comprehension, for example, for the JLPT. But the lack of dialogue transfers the burden of explanation to the player, and in the silence of the world, it's really natural to discuss the world itself. The characters, names, where they are, what they're doing, and what it all means are up to the player to describe, so it all becomes a great speaking exercise. The reason for me was context. When we speak, we always have the context of the moment, but it's sometimes hard to grasp the context in normal conversations that lack clear images. But if you play a game like White Shadows and comment on what's going on, you can draw on the context constantly because it's right in front of your face. ああ、休憩って感じ。それで、まあ、ぼーっとしてる。なんか携帯をいじってるっていうわけでもないしね。ただぼーっとしてる。うん。魂がちゃんとついてるのか。まだ押せる？やっぱり、下で何か忘れ物があるからちょっと行きたい。ああ、行けないか。ダメだ。The game itself is rather political and philosophical because it depicts a subjected group of people that has been thrown down so the capitalist system can thrive. Both politics and philosophy, however, are two subjects that are difficult enough to discuss in your own native language. So, is it realistic to try it in Japanese? For me, the answer turned out to be yes. Trying to explain difficult themes and concepts is a great way for you to realize your gaps in knowledge and understanding in Japanese. And it's sometimes funny to find something that you can't explain. 動物の牧場はね、なんか、アメリカとロシアが、Cold War
で、冷たい戦争をやってた時、その、アニマルファームで、戦いが表された。なんか、みんなはなんか、
キャラクターたちはなんかそれぞれがあって、
それで、一人はなんかロシアの人とか、アメリカの人もいましたね。このゲームはね、そのストーリーを思い出すね。
Animal Farm を思い出す。The task this game gives the gamer, explaining the situation in Japanese, is one that helped me notice I might need to reread 1984 and Animal Farm, and maybe practice explaining the plot of both of those books. What the ending of White Shadows means is up to everyone to interpret, and to me, it was the most fun aspect of playing the game in Japanese. Thinking about the game, and what I just experienced, and trying to explain it to myself felt great, and the awkward spots that I couldn't explain showed me where I need to focus my future study efforts. Interpreting new events and dissecting them to come to a cathartic understanding is one of the best aspects of language, and reaching this point in your second language is a worthwhile goal. To sum things up, doing a Japanese commentary on White Shadows was a fun, inventive way to study Japanese. The lack of dialogue encourages creativity, the topic is challenging and pushes your vocabulary, and the mysterious ending forces you to explain the game to yourself in Japanese. This is Gyagabe. Thanks for listening. Okay. じゃあ、受けます。俺はちょっと、違う。はい。そうね。完全に違う通りになりました。もう、首くん2です。そうなんだ。いや、どうでもいいって言った。どうでもよくなくない？